The Zapata Brand Media presents the Zapata Brand Podcast, Quick Hits, with the Zapata Brothers.
And what's up, guys? It's the Zapata Brand Podcast, Quick Hits with the Zapata Brothers. I'm George Zapata, and joining me are my brothers from the same mother. First, we have Joe Zapata. We call him Jersey Jay-Z, representing Straight Outta Jersey Podcast, which is under the Zapata Brand Media. He's to my left. Well, it'd be reversed your way. And Dennis Zapata, a.k.a. Diz. He's repping the yet-to-be-launched Talking Sports with Diz and Los podcast, which is also under the Zapata Brand Media. Guys, what's up?
What up? What up?
Nothing. Lots to talk about. That happened this week.
First of all,
what?
Who does a show on NFC Championship on the championship weekend?
People who don't give a shit about the NFL.
We do. We do.
Well, I mean, I know you guys have a show, but I mean,
I'm saying we do.
Who?
We do a lot. Like us three. We do a show.
Yeah, I mean, we do a show because we don't care. We wanted to put the show on, and that's what we're going to do. It looks like Saquon Barkley's going in for the touchdown, about 3 yards out. But hey, guys, we have a lot to talk about. Speaking of this week, we have a new president was sworn in on Monday. The Jets got a new coach. Jay-Z set the world record for flat tires this week. The FBI files of the Kennedys, MLK, and RFK are going to be declassified, and the NFL playoffs, which are going on right now. Guys, what do you guys want to start with? Is there something you want to talk about first? Which one do you want to go with?
I don't know. Maybe we can get the tire situation right out the gate.
Yeah, right out of the gate. Jay-Z, you have more flat tires than anybody I've ever met in my entire life. What kind of a piece of crap car do you have?
No, I have a Cadillac, but this is what is really bad. So the Cadillac CTS does not come with a spare. Okay, it doesn't come with a spare.
Why is it always something? It's always something.
Now, hold on. A Cadillac doesn't come with a spare?
Not the CTS, no. Okay.
It doesn't?
No, it does not. It does not come with a spare. Now, this is because they have a small trunk. They have a very small trunk. So they don't have. But here's the thing. If you get a flat, now I have GM roadside assistance, right?
Jay-Z, Jay-Z, just for contents here. My Geo Metro had a spare tire. So, okay, go ahead. That's spare tire.
Yeah. So listen to this. So I have GM roadside assistance. However, and they can tow you to where you got to go. However, if you get a breakdown on the Garden State Parkway, they are run by a totally different people, and they don't give a fuck.
Why the Garden State Parkway?
They're run by a totally different, contracted with a certain towing company.
Why is that?
I don't know why that works, and they will rip you off and do whatever. So that's why I tried to get off to the next exit, because I knew if I can get off to the exit, but I didn't make it. I didn't make it.
Let me ask you, what did you hit?
Pothole, and now my car is low to the ground, and potholes in New Jersey are bad. Like, I thought it was like a crater. I thought I was going into the ground. But I hit it. I knew I was done. Whatever. I tried to make it to the next exit, but there was no way I could do it. I was trying, and my tire was just going all over the place.
Quick update. Touchdown Eagles. AJ Brown.
Right.
So my question would be this for the potholes, considering it's like $9 a toll in New Jersey.
Yes.
Are they ever going to fix those potholes?
No. Why would they? I think they just do that and just let everyone get into a accident. Anyway, but everything else worked out. Thank you, George. Thank you so much. Obviously helping me out, because I didn't know what the hell to do, because I had the Kyle coming on tonight and I needed to make it by.
Oh, that's right. Kyle Farnsworth came on your show on Thursday with Greg. Yes. Phil's in the chat. He was wondering where Greg was. This show is Greg's show was with Jay-Z on Thursdays. Thursday at night at 8:05. But it was nip and tuck there. I didn't know
you were going to
was going where.
You were going to have to fill in, because I didn't know if I was going to make it in time.
I had no idea. I just started doing research about Greg. I just started doing research about Kyle to figure out what was going on and how he became bodybuilder. But you made it back in time. I mean, it was good. It was a good show that you had with Greg and Kyle. He he's definitely a guy that went from Major League Baseball to that is incredible.
Yep.
He's a great
48
athlete.
Good athlete.
Semi-pro football too.
Yeah, he did. It is.
Yep. Semi-pro football.
I saw that. So we get into that first,
and then we'll go.
and then what's that?
What's the next thing we have on the list? Something we can knock off that we don't have to, have a big conversation.
Where's Greg? Rick Simon. Hey guys, in the chat. Thank you, Rick.
I don't know. Let's do you guys? We have a couple things we could talk about.
Let's talk about Jets.
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean? The Jets in general or the playoffs?
No, the head coach.
Yes.
Aaron Glenn.
Okay. Jets hire new head coach Aaron Glenn, according to reports here. Now they did hire him. This is coming from the NBC News wire. Aaron Glenn, 52, has been named. It has been the Lions defensive coordinator since 2021. He was a cornerback in the NFL for 15 seasons, from 94 to 2008, mostly with the Jets and the Texans. And New York fired their head coach Robert Saleh. I forget his name.
Robert Saleh. Yeah.
Yeah. In October, after a 2-3 start. Okay. Now the Jets have to make a change at quarterback. Future Hall of Famer Aaron Rodgers has publicly said he's undecided about coming back. Now, you guys being from there in that area, well, you guys were there for longer than I was. What's your opinions on Aaron Glenn?
D, you want to go first? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll go first. I think he's actually one of the good coaches out there, younger coaches that since he was a Jet, I think he would bring some of the old Jet, toughness to the game. And he's very smart as a quarterback coach, so a defensive coach. So I think he'll take that over good. And it's an ingrown person, the Jets. So I think it'll be a good pick for the Jets. They just have to build around their quarterback.
Wait, you want the old Jets back? What the fuck?
The toughness.
I don't know about that.
Like when Rex Ryan was there and stuff, the toughness.
Mm-hmm. Jay-Z, you're a big Jets fan.
Yep. I would have preferred myself going a little bit more seasoned coach like Rex Ryan, Pete Carroll. I would have preferred that because Aaron Glenn, he did come under the Bill Parcells tree as far as learning and coaching. However, he's a defensive coordinator, defensive-minded coach. So was Robert Saleh, and that didn't work. So you got to look at it that way. But let's see what happens. I hope Aaron Rodgers knows how to throw the ball because we don't have a quarterback.
Well, listen,
we don't know.
I don't know if Aaron Rodgers is coming back. Honestly, I don't know if I'd bring Aaron Rodgers back. I think you have to blow it up, start over, and give him the ball to make the decisions. Give it to Aaron Glenn. Give it to someone. The Jets haven't had somebody since Parcells. I think Rex Ryan was too short of a period. They kind of got rid of him too quick. Mm-hmm. Parcells to kind of build a team and build a culture. That's the last time they had it. Before that, it was terrible. They were bad. They were really bad, and they continue to be bad. It's now to a point where they might need new ownership. That's how bad it is.
Mm-hmm. Why was the one thing though? Why would you hire your head coach before you hire your GM? That doesn't normally happen. Normally you have a GM in place who makes the decision to hire the head coach. That's why they do things backwards, adjust. They shouldn't be doing that because I can see problems developing right there. Right? And George, in business, would you rather hire your manager in charge before hiring the owner of a store? I mean, wouldn't that make sense?
Well, the point is they have to have a culture in place first.
It's true.
If they don't have a culture in place, they don't know where they're going. Yes, you're not going to hire the owner's not going to. I'm not going to hire a GM first. I wouldn't hire a manager first before the GM. But I don't know if the GM's going. Is the GM gone? The Jets?
They don't have GM's gone. Now they're getting a new guy, and I think they have him picked out already. But I don't know who it is.
So maybe we don't know behind the scenes if they had a conversation. If they've had a conversation before. To say, hey, I'm going to get Aaron Glenn. What do you think? Then that's a different story.
Yep.
Then you get Aaron Glenn in, and they're all on the same page. If they're not on the same page, obviously, they haven't been on the same page in decades. They're just a terrible organization.
But look at the organization he just came from, the Detroit Lions, who were bad, like the Jets, and Dan Campbell. Of course, you don't have a coach like Dan Campbell, but Aaron Glenn was underneath that coaching staff. He saw that. He saw
But
that. So bring that stuff to the Jets. That that tough scrapping ankles. Like what he said. They're going to go to the ankles, the knees. They're going to bite every limb off. I mean, that's what the type of angry play that they need to play with.
Has that been proven to work though with the Jets? Every time they get a new coach, it's we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, and it never ever works.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
So my point being, do you have to go out there? Do you have to go out there and change the culture first before you hire a head coach? I don't know. You got which would mean management. That's top of the line. That's that would be your ownership. If ownership doesn't change, the Jets themselves have a real big issue, and I think also the Giants have an issue too. You can say all you want, but I think the Giants have an issue too.
Yeah, they should have blow that team out, and then we sit here and we watch Barkley run 2 touchdowns in the first quarter and stuff like that. They should just blow that whole team out.
I can't believe the GM is still there.
I know.
Really can't believe he's still there.
I know. And his son, did you see that one clip of the son saying, "Oh, we should get Jalen Daniels"?
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
Who do you think is closer to turning it around, Jets or Giants right now?
Giants.
But it's very hard. It is very hard in New York to rebuild. It's so hard because they expect so much. The price of the tickets and what they have to maintain that level. It is so hard. You can't just blow up a team like the Knicks. The Knicks should have blown up the year for years ago. They should have blown it years ago. Now they're doing well now. But years ago it should have blown up. But Dolan wouldn't blow it up because it was too expensive. You're charging people thousands of dollars for tickets. You put a crappy product on the field, they're not coming back.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Say hello to people in the chat. William Allen is there. Luciano, how you doing, Luciano? Miss Bell's there. Miss Bell said the Jets are screwed. No QB, no running back, number 7 pick. Luciano said that hopefully Glenn can get the defensive backs to turn their freaking heads to see the ball. I'm sick of looking at the backs all the damn time. That's true. Luciano, how you doing? William Allen is there. Rick Simon, thank you guys. Thank you guys all in the chat. Yeah, the Jets are screwed. I think they got a long way to go.
Jeez.
Yeah, but you know what? I think the Giants are way, since they got that number 3 pick, it's like, okay, this is a big time for the Giants. Are we going to get our quarterback? Are we going to get the franchise quarterback or legendary, as someone would always say, legendary quarterback? Are we going to get a legendary receiver / cornerback? Or do you trade up the picks and build the team, build the offensive line, and then wait for next year when Arch Manning comes out?
Everybody's putting their money on Arch Manning.
He's good.
He might be good, but he might not. The Giants might not get him.
Yeah, no.
The Jets might not get him.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a ton of teams that are real shitty that are looking for quarterbacks. He's going to be the first one taken. And is Arch? Do you think Arch will play 1 year and come out?
He already played this past year, and he's going to play this year. And then he'll be out.
Yeah,
okay. Well, then that makes sense. That makes sense for him to do it. Real quick update: 27-15 Eagles in the league. Commanders just got a field goal.
Was it halftime?
It is approaching halftime, I believe. Let me see what it is here.
Or is it third quarter?
No, I don't think it's third quarter. No, you know what? It might be the third quarter. You might be right here.
Might just be the beginning of third.
I think it's the beginning of the third.
So that
because there was a halftime, I thought, like Joe Namath. Yeah.
Yeah, the second half. It's a halftime.
Oh, second quarter. Just right. 2 seconds after halftime.
Good.
So
I got the over. I got the over in this one, 48 points.
Where are we at now?
What is it, 21-27?
Yeah. 27. Yeah, you're close. Yeah, you got it. You'll have it.
It's
100%
actually
you'll have it.
48 point. It's 48 and a half. So
100% you'll have it. 100% you'll have it. Okay, and anything else in the NFL?
No, just the games going on. I mean, George,
you kidding me?
Who's your pick?
Playoffs? Playoffs. Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me?
I'm hearing some echoes. But anyway,
anyway, let's get to the NFL playoffs.
Who do you have? Because you weren't on. You weren't on.
No, I wasn't.
Shows.
I got the Eagles, and I also got the Chiefs again. I think it's going to be a rematch from 2 years ago. It makes sense. Although I'll tell you, Commanders are pretty good. They're falling apart right now, but overall pretty good. They're overall pretty good. But
So
bigger.
who's your Super Bowl pick?
My Super Bowl pick. I think the Chiefs again. I mean, I know I sound like, that guy who just picks the bandwagon guy, but I think the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I don't think it's not something that is so far fetched that Patrick Mahomes could win off 2 more rings. I don't think it's that far off.
Yeah,
he's a good quarterback.
Yeah,
he's a very good quarterback.
Hall of Famer.
Oh, definitely Hall of Famer. And you know what? There's a lot of people who said that he's not that good.
Oh, he's a Hall of Famer.
Yep.
He is a Hall of Famer.
of course.
Yep.
That's a no-brainer.
Okay.
All right.
So let's go with the inauguration this week.
Yeah.
That was a big deal.
Yes,
It was a big deal. Donald Trump sworn in as the 47th president of the United States. Something that I noticed right out of the gate, he is signing some executive orders and doing stuff fast. I saw now they're saying Chicago, this one town in Chicago is like a ghost town. A lot of immigration picked up, immigrants that were illegal that were brought in. That I'm like torn with that. I'm a little torn with that. I don't know what your opinions are on that, but I am torn. I'm one of these guys that's torn, even though I am I'm conservative, but I'm torn on that. I really am.
I'm not torn. But I can see both ways. If it's criminal, if they're criminals, okay,
criminal.
Fair, gone. You're torn.
Yeah, I am.
With criminals.
Well, only because what are you defining as a criminal?
Murderers.
Okay, that's a murderer. Criminal will be something like burglary and doing something like that. I'm not saying. Here we go. I'm not saying it's bad, but here I'll give you an example. Okay, in my store here, when all this crap started happening, right?
Mhm.
This is the honest God's truth. There was a guy from a different country who came to the shop, came right to the front. Okay, I think he was Haitian. Okay, didn't speak good English. He had a button-up shirt. It was way too big, but he attempted to dress nice. He had clothes that were rolled up. His shoes were a little shitty. But I saw him go from store to store to store to store. When he got to my store, he just said, "Please, I just anything. I'll do anything for money." I feel bad for those people. But if they don't have money and there's no place for them to get a job, okay, what do you think they're going to turn to? I'm not saying we can help everybody. We can't. And if they stay in that country, fine. But there has to be an easier way of entrance. They don't know any different. They don't know difference. They don't. They're not like us. They're not educated. Well, there's a lot of it. Look, there's 2 uneducated people on this panel here. But they're not as educated as people in the United States. That is a tough call for me because some of these people are going to fall through the cracks. Some people who have a marijuana charge are going to get shipped back, and hey, you can't come back in. I get all that. I'm totally for the criminals and stuff to get out, but there has to be. You have to because you need that influx of immigration the right way. I agree, the right way, because the people are not going to work on the farms. There are people that are not going to work on the factories. That's not going to happen. What will happen is that'll lead to AI. And once that AI kicks in, everything else goes away. Then we're looking at UBI. Once you have universal basic income, that's it. There's no reason why we work. Yes.
So, you do make a good point, because they will slip through the cracks of certain ones, and people going to get a job and stuff like that will be very hard. But there has to be a way, because if you're fighting for your life, you'll do anything.
Yeah,
you'll do anything. So there has to be a way just to have them come and scan them or check them or something. There has to be something. I mean, I'm both ways. I understand it for both sides.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a hard decision that I wish I didn't have to make. I don't have to make. I'm happy I don't have to make that.
You wouldn't even come close to the White House. Don't worry about it. You don't have to make that choice.
Did you
Jay-Z?
see? Did you see Barron Trump say something to Joe Biden? Did you see that when he whispered something to him? There's reports he was saying that. D, I don't know if you saw this. He said something to him like "it's on" or something. And
No, he said, "Go fuck yourself."
Said
Is that
something,
what he said?
and then Melania said to him, "Be nice" or something like that. Did you see that?
Yeah.
There was something going on. Barron.
Are you
said
serious?
That's what they said he said, but I don't think he said. I just said he
I don't
said.
know what he said, but he did go up to Biden, whisper something.
I just think it's clickbait. I think
Donald Trump's wife said to him, "Be nice," or "Please be nice." So
yeah,
there's something
and
going
Wow.
on.
and Biden smiled, but no, I think it was more just like,
That shocks me a little bit. That shocks me a little bit.
Go F yourself, but I don't think he did.
I don't think he did. I thought he said it
I
looked
wouldn't
like
think that either.
it said something like, "It's on" or something like that. But who knows? I don't know. And then Melania did say, "Be nice." So who knows?
Shit.
Yeah. So I don't know what happened, but you could see something went down. But
so there was definitely more. What?
I was expecting something to happen at that when everything was happening.
Well, we could have gone. Michelle and I could have gone, but
really?
we didn't. Yeah, we didn't. I didn't want to go. I said, no, I'm gonna stay out of it. I'm gonna sit this one out.
Could you have gone to? Oh, you'll be in the other stand. You'll be in the other stand. Like you wouldn't be in the.
I wouldn't be in there. No,
where like
would
Logan Paul and Theo.
No, are you out of your mind? No,
not in that room. They were in that room. They weren't in the main thing.
Yeah, they were in
the second room.
Yeah, but that wouldn't. I don't think I'd be in there. Maybe the Capital One Arena. Maybe I would have gone to out of that. I don't know. I just thought it was too crazy. I don't know.
Rick Simon, did you see Zuckerberg staring at Benzo's wife's rack?
Yeah, that was pretty funny. I tell you, Zek's growing a pair, huh? He's all of a sudden a hot commodity here.
Mm-hmm.
Although I'm not that attracted to Bezos' wife. She's got something weird going on.
Former wife of who?
Is Brett Favre or something?
Football player, but no.
I don't know who.
Who was it?
Tony Gonzalez.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Wow.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's. Go ahead. What are you going to say?
No, I'm just saying. I think there's just a lot of things that are going to unfold here in the next couple of months.
Well, he's already talking about. He's already talking about changing a one of the things he signed.
What's that?
Executive order to join back the health organization,
the World Health Organization. I don't think it's such a bad thing to be in there. Only thing he was saying,
500 million.
That's his whole point. I mean, I don't think the World Health Organization is this criminal enterprise, or because it'd be too crazy. My thoughts are that we can't be given that kind of money to take care of people if our population isn't nearly as close as China. I mean, let's be fair. Let's just be fair here. But so I agree with that. Yeah, but like the Paris Accord and stuff like that with all the pollution and stuff, we're giving money to, like, there's not going to be no audit on that. You think there's going to be an audit on that? No.
Well, there might not be an IRS for them to. No,
that'll never go away. Never. Because no one will pay their taxes. Although I'll tell you, as the further and further we get away from a cashless system, it makes it a lot easier for the IRS to just say, hey, this is the money we're getting from you. And they don't, think about it. AI is taking over a lot of these other things. Why wouldn't they take over the IRS?
Yeah.
Your system would be hooked up there. Everybody will be locked in. Right now, currently, my sales tax comes right out of my register.
Yeah.
Right now, every day they take their money. The state takes their money right out.
Yep.
So think about this. If the state can do that, you don't think the federal government can do that? Of course they could. They could take your tax right out. The only problem would be now they got access to your bank account, and something happens. You miss a payment, someone sues you. It can't be like, remember how we used to like hang up the phone real quick if the bill collector called? It's going to come right out of your account. There's no hiding on that. No hiding on that end. So that's a bad part about it.
But a lot of IRS jobs got cut, right? He did cut.
I just don't know about those bills. I didn't look at that, so I don't want to talk out of turn. I don't know. I don't know if they did or they didn't. They should. I mean, the IRS the fact that they think that the IRS is going after the big guys you're ludicrous. They go after the middle guys. The top guys don't pay people $200,000 to not let them pay taxes or avoid taxes, not pay what they don't have to pay. The lower end can't afford the taxes, so they don't. That's why there's a sales tax, so they pay into. The middle people from 100,000 to the 500, those are the ones that pay the taxes, because you just get hit with the tax and you pay it. You pay the bill. Now you guys are both W-2 employees, so you'll never get audited ever. No. Mm-mm. There's no,
because there would be so many. Well, there would be so many. That's open up a can of worms for the IRS.
Because they're gonna say, well, why wasn't he audited? Why wasn't he? It just is, there's no random. They know. They have an idea. Who knows? Once you're W-2 employee, you're pretty much not gonna ever get audited. I was audited. I don't know. Well, when was that? That was 2005, 2008.
Yeah.
Those are the last people you want to be in bed with. I can tell you right now.
Wow. Well, I'm looking forward to Trump opening up those files, though.
Yes, let's talk about that. Jay-Z, you're on it now. Now, here's why I will say Jay-Z's on it.
Right there. He's
right on to you, Jay-Z. Now, listen. This is from the New York Post article. Donald Trump on Thursday ordered declassification of and release of long secret files on the assassinations of President John F. Kennedy, his brother Robert F. Kennedy, and civil rights leader Martin Luther King Jr. Everything will be revealed, Trump said 78 in his Oval Office as he signed the executive order mandating this disclosure after decades of speculation and conspiracy theories about each of the slayings. Now, I'm going to throw this to Jay-Z, because Jay-Z, you've had, and okay, I'm not saying you're somehow in the mafia here, but some of your friends that are, and you're friends with them, you don't. There's a arm's length distance.
We're friends,
okay. We're friends because they're in the area where you're at. Okay?
Correct.
They have told you, and because it's all they've ever heard, it's the only story they've ever heard about JFK. This was a hit mob related because of what happened with Marilyn Monroe and all that nonsense. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know if it's true, but everyone says it was a mob hit, and I don't know. I really don't know. What do you think?
So
me, that's this.
I'll think out of all of us here, I'm the biggest conspiracy theorist right now. I believe in aliens. Well, we're not even gonna get there, but I think it was mafia and CIA together. They were both together. They had to, and that's what's going to come out.
I don't think it's coming out.
The mafia had the balls enough to kill him. The CIA had the balls enough to set up the path and tell them which way they're going to go. Put it together. That's what happened.
This was done in the 60s. Why? It's not like today. Okay, if you did it today, you better cover up your tracks, right? My belief is that if they knew they had to declassify these things at some point, because at some point you knew someone would declassify them, I bet you in there now, it's the way they want it. Do you understand what I'm saying? They kind of felt like, okay, some lunatic might come declassify this. So let's just say this is what happened. I truly believe it was done by somehow the government because they just wanted them out. And that's because why? And it's in the 60s. Who cares? At this point, who cares? Let it come out. It's in the 60s. Now, the argument for the people who say it should come out are because now the Kennedys are fighting. Surprise, surprise. They're fighting. The people who say it should come out are the ones that'll say, we need to know as American citizens what we have, right? I'm on the opposite end. There's some shit I don't want to know.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Why?
What?
Why is there shit that you don't want to know?
Just because I want to live my life. When it's time for me to go, when that guy comes a knocking, I'm gonna go. That's just what it is. I don't care. No, I do care. But I mean, when I go, I go. I don't want to find out that I have to look over my shoulder every day because of what's going on. Like, I don't want to live my life. I lived with that, looking over my shoulder for years. For 3 years, I lived with that. Okay?
Yeah.
For 3 years. It's the worst feeling in the world. I just don't want to live with that. So I'd rather not know the unknown. Let it go. You want to know?
I want to know.
But don't you think that'll push us closer to a revolution?
I know, because it was so many years in past, and a lot of those people involved are dead. So that's what I'm thinking, but moving forward, I think,
But you're going to question. You're going to question now the government and everything. Do we need a government?
I've always have.
Okay, but do we need a government that we're going to question all the time on every move?
But if you start releasing and say, look, whatever you guys want to know, let's go. You want this? You want 9/11? The government's involved. You want 9/11? Boom. You want to know Bin Laden was on our payroll with the CIA? Go ahead.
Boy, you're going really deep. You're really going deep here. Bin Laden's on the payroll. Are you out of your mind?
Well, he's just taking anything. Who knows what it could be?
Really?
I'm friends with.
Fact check it.
So I'm friends with the kids of their fathers were in the mafia, because this happened in the 60s. So all their sons, I know, they're all around here. We know them. They're getting the information from their fathers. Their fathers are in jail. I don't know what's true or what's not. Some
it's
say
just like
yes,
the old story telling one is saying something to someone in the ear with a cup and
I got a better reference. Telephone, telegram, telewrestler.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, it always changes. Always changes. But my point on that is, with me not wanting to know, it's because not that I don't care. It's just I want to just live my life. I just have to live my life. Because if I worry about all this crap, as long as my nose is clean, I don't care.
Yeah, so what's the big deal?
Because I think it would be close to a civil war.
You think so?
Yeah.
With who?
Ourselves. Civil wars between us.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So my bad. I thought you meant.
No, it'll be close to a civil war. I think the divide is so bad now. Think about the divide now. So you're talking about
like Democrats, Republicans, or are you talking black, white?
I just think in general, people who so this is like a little different, because it wouldn't be Democrat, Republican. It wouldn't be black, white. It wouldn't be that. It would mainly be like, I trust the government. I don't trust the government. There's going to be more people, like the government's approval rate or trust rating is the lowest it's ever been since Nixon. You're talking, it is nobody trusts the government. Now, will it come back a little bit now because of Trump? And again, I'm saying this just because I believe Trump is an outsider. Trump is brought in. He's an outsider. He'll come in and he'll make waves. It's not what they want. Now, people think I'm crazy when I say this. Trump's a 4-year guy. He's going to be here 4 years, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody's jumped on the bandwagon of J.D. Vance. Mm-hmm. I think J.D. Vance is one of them, too. I think he's just one of them. Career politician. Just roll the ball down the aisle. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going until they get universal basic income and have us stuck in a way that we can't get out. It's the only other possible scenario, because you can't just keep moving forward this way, unless something crazy happens. We open up Mars to retail or something. I don't know, but there just seems to be so many more.
Okay. I just don't know. Like so you don't think, you honestly don't think that seeing who assassinated Martin Luther King is not going to, and that coming all out is not going to bring us together more? No. Mm-mm. I think it will. I think it will, because they, all that stuff was like, look, there was the government. We need to come together. I was the one that released this stuff. I want to come back and bring it together again. I just think this is the perfect time right now, because last 4 years, everybody was hating each other. Now you have people that voted for Kamala coming out saying, you know what? I should have went with Trump. Stephen A. Smith just said it.
Rick Simon said JFK's dad was in the mob, and he also said that the Bin Laden family is super rich, and the Bush family did fly the Bin Laden family out on 9/11 allegedly.
Yes.
Oh God.
Yes.
Come on.
That's what Rick Simon said.
Hang on, the FBI's knocking on my door.
Wish you all the best.
No, I know. Like I don't know. I don't believe that. Okay, you call me stupid to believe all this stuff, but I just think that we look way too much into it. The only little factor in this whole little scenario to me was that Trump became president. I think that was the apple cart that was tossed up. He started saying crap, got a bunch of people behind him, got a following. Next thing you know, holy cow, this is what we got. And now is the FBI files. There's
But you don't think well, you didn't live in New York at that time when 9/11 happened. So
No.
you don't remember how it was. Like
yeah, but that was different. We never had a Trump as president.
no,
Do you realize how divided we are with Donald Trump? I'm saying before when everything happened, we were so divided.
Yeah.
Like it was crazy. There was people fighting with me, and I'm like, dude, I just think he's a good president because it's good for my business. I don't know. I don't care what he is. I could care less. It's so divided because people have their strong. Do you realize it is so hard to say that you're a Trump guy? It's hard because people come after you. They'll come after you. You got to be careful.
Right now.
Yeah. But he's gonna be looked at as overall, he'll go down pretty good. I think. I don't know.
So okay, let me ask you this: do you think he would ever sign something for another 4 years, a third term? I don't agree with that.
No, he shouldn't do that.
Okay.
Because then he's really looking bad. He's really looking bad. But a lot of these things are negotiating tactics. It's like the old tax thing we have here. When our property taxes say they're going to go up, and they're always like, it's going to go up 40%. I'm like, 40%, holy cow. And then, oh, no, we're just going to raise it 20. And then I was like, ooh, thank God. Well, you still raised it 20. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's just negotiating tactics with them. Not something I think it's, I don't think it's something that we have, it's going to be fun the next 4. I think next 4 years are going to be a little bit off the wall. That's just my opinion.
Politics and religion are really hot topics that people are going to argue with you about.
Yep.
Oh, really? I don't think I've ever gotten into an argument with someone about religion. Ever.
What?
No.
No, not argue.
Or belief. Okay. Belief is different than argue.
Yeah. In certain places, you don't. Those are two things you don't want to talk about. Like where I'm working.
Yes.
That's something we don't.
Right. That's a no. Yeah.
That's a no.
Mm-hmm. Because George, I think you're not in corporate. When you're in corporate, there's a way. Corporate is a way you have to act.
Yeah.
Else HR is involved.
Yep.
Or else you'll see HR.
HR here.
You're
it's
HR.
Me.
Yeah.
That's me.
You're
so
HR.
That's what HR is. It's me, and I'm in charge, and sometimes good, sometimes bad. Now, did you see already? You see a little bit of a divide with Elon Musk.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit, right? With something going on.
Well, they're saying Elon Musk is trying to do a little too much.
Push his way.
He's like that kid you invite into like the baseball game, and he's trying to like steal second, steal third. Hey, buddy, calm down. Okay, let's play the game. So, JC, let me ask you: did you like that choice of Elon Musk?
No. I don't know. I mean, I like he's okay, Elon Musk, but I think he's a little bit too into the whole solar thing, the whole energy thing, which is fine, but he gets a little bit sometimes out there, like have you seen some of the commercials with Leo DiCaprio with, the energy we can do, 10 batteries can run the entire world and we can save this.
Who?
Leo DiCaprio. He's the actor.
What did he have to do? What's he have to do with Elon Musk?
He was showing Elon Musk was showing him the technology that he's building and can make these batteries that can run the entire world, and this can do this and this can do that. I think Elon Musk, he's pushing for us to be in the world, 3000, and we're still not there yet. Take your time, relax.
It's impossible to do that.
He's our Albert Einstein, basically. So I think taking it. I think he's just a little bit. His mind's not right. He's like 100.
Oh, he's on the spectrum. He's
like 150 miles ahead of you. He's always thinking. He was on a Rogan when he's saying, he's like, I'm always thinking. I'm always like, I I think it was a good choice. I think what's going to happen is Trump's going to probably get him in line. It's his first time in this type of atmosphere. Just get him in line, and then and what did he say? Elon.
Elon flipped out on stage. I was embarrassed. Can you imagine if he went somewhere with you and acted like that? Security would be like, "This clown, get him out of here."
Yeah, he was. When he was jumping around,
it just was weird. You know what he reminded me of?
He is a weird guy.
It reminded
very smart, very smart.
It reminded me of, you ever see that video of Bill Gates when he's dancing?
Yes,
on stage. There's like something's off with that dude.
And a little bit of that, like senator that was like, yeah. Remember George? Who was that? Oh,
that was Howard Dean.
A little mixture of both of them.
Yeah.
He reminds me of somebody that we know, but I'll tell you off here.
Crazy Carlton?
No.
I thought it was Crazy Carlton.
No, someone else.
Is he still?
I think I know Jay-Z.
Is Crazy Carlton still around?
Mm-hmm.
Carlton still around?
Yes, yes.
So Jay-Z, just say yes or no, okay?
Okay.
George, ready?
Oh. Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. No, you're right. I don't know if I think Elon. I'll tell you, I think Elon's a little more intelligent.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, I think Elon's a little more intelligent than that. Although that guy, he's pretty smart.
Oh, geez. But I think having Elon on, I think it'll be all right within the next couple of years.
Speaking about having people on, Jay-Z, you had Eugene on.
Yes, I had Eugene. Nick Dinsmore.
How was that? And we don't mean Eugene Lombardi, the great Eugene Lombardi from Westwood. No. This was Eugene, Nick Dinsmore. He was a former WWE superstar. You had him on last, Friday?
Friday.
Very well. The videos went very well.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Nick is a great guy.
Were you surprised how he got involved in wrestling like we got involved?
Yeah, he was a big fan, told his mom, I'm going to be a wrestler, and then just went there to school and just tried to do it.
I did too. I thought I was going to be a wrestler too, but I was like 5'8".
He's probably 5'8", 5'9".
He's not a big guy either. He's only 5.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Just crazy how, his character came apart. It was just crazy how, who was it? Who was it? Vince McMahon called him, or was it Vince McMahon or Eric?
No. Bischoff was, it was McMahon who called him, but it was,
he came in down his nephew.
Danny Davis was Danny Davis, was the one who kind of developed him because he trained him.
Yep.
So it was definitely, and now the Eagles just scored again. Quick update.
Who is it? Jalen Hurts?
27. Yeah, Jalen Hurts, 27. It's going to be 28 here. But when you had him on, did he strike you as a guy who was good when you talk to him? Was he strike you as a guy like would be hanging out with The Rock?
No, he did not. It's weird. He doesn't even seem like that. Like when I was talking to him, he didn't even seem like he was a wrestler. He just was
I know. I took that out of the interview.
Normal dude,
regular guy,
normal dude. But he made it to there. So that means anyone can make it.
Oh, not anybody. But not anybody. I mean,
you look at Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio is only what? How tall is Rey Mysterio? 5'8".
Rey Mysterio is one of the most athletic wrestlers of all time. Okay, JC.
Yes,
okay, that's like Doug Flutie. You know what I mean? He was a great player. That's why he got to where he is. Doug Flutie's
great athlete.
Great athlete. You get a very rare one. Julian Edelman. Great athlete. He's in the NFL, but they had to switch him somewhere else, and he could play that position.
That single percentage, and
it's so small. What else happened this week, guys? Anything happen?
No, nothing else. What do we got coming up?
No, it looks like the Eagles are going to win. Damn it!
Yeah, it looks like the Eagles will win. But you got the over, right?
Santana coming on.
But I'm just. I got the over. I got Barkley touchdown, Hurts touchdown, AJ Brown. I got everybody with it. I have to see. I don't even know, but I know I got the over and I got the Eagles winning.
Okay. Jay-Z, on your show, Jay-Z, straight out of Jersey there, you have Tito Santana coming up.
Tito Santana coming up. I got him dropping, and then I got Don Morocco coming on also. And that would be probably next week.
Next week?
Both of them?
Both of them. Tito will probably be Wednesday, and then Don Morocco will be on the weekend.
Did you ever think you'd be hanging out with those guys?
No, I just texted Tito. I mean, him actually just texting. I was just texting Maven, and I'm saying to myself, how am I texting these guys? Like, well, hey, what's going on? You know, Maven's a good friend. He's like really cool with me. You know, it's real weird that we'd be talking to these guys, isn't it? Like Teddy Atlas and you think you'd be talking and hanging out?
No, not really. But you know, but boxing is a small world. Boxing is a really small world. So I if you go back to 2000, yeah, it was 2000. I met Teddy at the Hall of Fame thing when Darlene fought on ESPN.
Mm-hmm.
He was sitting right next to me.
Yeah,
and we, you know, that's how I first met Teddy. Yeah. And then you know, you lose contact. You get out of I got out of boxing for a while there, and didn't do much. Mm-hmm. So,
George, was that before or after the coach of the trainer of the night, Chris Walsh? Was it before or after that night?
That was before. Yeah. That was before the fight at the Big Kahuna. And as a matter of fact, it's funny. I just talked to Damon Feldman about that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I did. I said I wanted to thank him for giving me the opportunity to have my girl get her ass whooped by Jackie Frazier. Mm-hmm. That was not my best performance. I can tell you that.
No, I was talking to the Friday. What is it? After dark, fights after dark.
Yeah, both of those nights were not good. Both of those nights were not good for me. They were they were legendary and not for the right reasons. I could tell you that. I was there.
Rick Simon says, "Remember Tommy Morrison? What a shame. I really liked him. I met Tommy Morrison at the Chiller. He was sitting there signing autographs. No one went up to him though."
Why?
I'm not gonna say why, but you know, I think you guys can know.
Well, Tommy's wife.
Yep.
And I had talked a little bit. However, there's just a lot there because I saw this documentary about him.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I told you some of the stories, but don't say anything. All right, don't say anything.
What do you mean? Something?
Okay, so yeah, because we are live.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of stuff there. There's just a lot of stuff in the back there because there's a documentary out there, and John Brown was his manager for the longest time. He said he is HIV positive. Here it is.
Mm-hmm.
I want to have her on, but there's so much there. I don't want to get flagged for anything.
Yeah.
If someone, you know, comes after me, I don't know. So I just kind of want to keep it cordial. I like her. I think she's nice. Tommy Morrison was one of my favorite fighters. He fought Ray Mercer in a phenomenal fight. Knockout of the year. He got destroyed. And he had a lot of knockouts.
Yeah.
But he was one of these guys who, when he got hit on the chin, that was it. And another thing is, massive steroid user. So at that time, they didn't check. So they're all doing. What's that?
I don't know how he beat Foreman.
He outboxed Foreman.
But
he didn't. What's that?
But still, that should have never happened.
Well, it did. He outboxed him. And a matter of fact, Foreman caught him.
Yeah, but what I'm saying,
I mean, he wasn't that. He wasn't. I guess he wasn't supposed to be as good as he was.
Yeah,
a white guy, Midwest, big punch, but didn't have really much boxing skill. Talented, but didn't have the skill to take a punch. His footwork wasn't great. Mm-hmm. You know, he had good combinations, but that's all it was. Nothing fantastic. Big punch. Just a horrible chin. He'd get hit. And he did the Jerry Cooney. You know, he was down. That was it. You know, he imploded. And that was in all of his fights. There were some fights he was winning, and he got caught towards the end. Mm-hmm. One of his most famous fights was Michael Bent. Michael Bent rocked his world after he dropped Michael Bent.
Wasn't that in his hometown?
Hometown. He came in there, and if he won, he was guaranteed $10 million to fight Lennox Lewis. He took the fight for some stupid reason. I said, no, I need a tune-up. Michael Bent is no tune-up. Michael Bent is a 2 or 3 time New York Golden Gloves champion who was undefeated. He's not a tune-up. The tune-up that you take is Art Card. or like friggin' that guy Molitano from New York. Those are the guys you take.
Yeah.
You know, you don't take a Michael Bent, who honestly went on to have an okay career. His career was ended because of a brain aneurysm or a brain injury. But those are guys you don't fight. You stay away from them. Like the fight coming up Saturday, Benavidez versus Morrell. It's a dangerous fight. It's a really dangerous fight for Benavidez. He's taking it, and yes, he should take it. I had Kevin on today. He should take it. Yes, absolutely. But that's a dangerous fight if you're looking to make some money.
Yep. Rick Simon let himself go with the drugs at the end. Man, these street drugs and prescription drugs run wild in lives. Yes, they do. Yep. I mean, I'm also going to tell you who else I'm going to have on, by the way. Will Meno, who is he's a former retired Port Authority police officer who was trapped for 13 hours in Tower Number 2 when it fell down. And they did the movie with him with Nicolas Cage, and Michael Pena played him. Michael Pena from Ant-Man movies. He's a character in
what movie is he from?
Movie World Trade Center, which they did the movie of his story with Nicolas Cage and William Pena, and he was trapped for 13 hours in the World Trade Center. Only him and his other fellow John McLaughlin lived and got out.
I heard about that guy.
Yes, they are the only two that lived out of his crew. Everyone died. He actually very good story, and he's going to come on February 2nd. I think he's coming on with me.
Diz, was Bin Laden watching that on closed circuit in the back?
Maybe, who knows? And
I think Jimmy the Bull. We need to get Jimmy the Bull.
Yeah, Jimmy the Bull.
I believe some of these things are true and that we're just not, but I don't think they could be exactly how we say them.
No, but you honestly think we're the only humans creatures alive in this big ass universe?
Yeah, but
I'm not saying it's like aliens. I'm just saying there's creatures.
Right, but what if they're like invisible too? We can't see them and they're right here with us.
Yeah, and we're considered aliens to them. It's just
Well, it's crazy. The other day I said it.
I know.
But what else has been happening during the week here, guys? I mean, I know there's a lot of things going on. Jared Verse. I was just talking to someone about Jared Verse. I didn't know that guy was from Berwick.
Yeah.
LA Rams defensive end. Someone told me he was from Berwick. I couldn't believe it. And
then you look it up. He is.
Come on, Hitler is still alive in Argentina. So look it up, Rick. Rick, I'm going to try to help you out with your lawyer there, buddy. I'm trying to get you straight there. Figure out your case.
He knows what he's talking. He knows what he's talking about.
No, I think there's a lot of pros and cons to it, but I mean, I think
the Eagles game.
The Eagles 34-15. They're gonna 34-15. I think and it's in the third quarter. I think this is a wrap here for them.
Yeah.
You had the over, Diz?
Yep, I had the over Eagles.
You got that.
Josh Barkley touchdown, Jalen Hurts touchdown. So
I think you're good here. What's that?
An hour in, I think we're going to be wrapping up, buddy.
Yeah, we got an hour in. We're going to wrap. RU, please. I have a trial on coming up. Rick, I just need to know what the details are. Believe me, I've been involved in enough that you can.
Rick has my email. He emailed me, so maybe.
All right, you could email. Have him email. If he could reach out to me. I will talk to the guy that I know. Rick, where are you at? What state? You know?
I think he's in Detroit. I think.
Oh,
but
boy.
I have his email. I will email Rick, and maybe I can get you guys to hook up because I know you can help him out with some people and some.
Is he
in Michigan?
Where's in Michigan?
Yeah,
that's a blue state, man. That's tough.
They're saying it's a dog bite. My mom's dog in Michigan. He's in Michigan.
I don't know. That's
Jalen Daniels just scored, right?
Yeah, no, I saw that.
Brian Thomas.
Yeah, that's a tough. That is a tough state to. And plus, I'd have to see if I knew a guy from there. Yeah. All right. Well, listen, guys, we're gonna wrap this up here. We want to go right around the horn too. Jersey Jay-Z, let us know what is going on with Straight Out of Jersey this week, and Greg on every Thursday.
Yeah, Greg Valentino every Thursday. I got an interview with Tino Santana coming up, with Don Morocco, Will Jimeno, Port Authority police officer who lived from the World Trade Center that horrible day, and I got a couple other guys working on that'll be dropping soon. So like and subscribe. What about you, D? We got you coming up.
When is this debuting? What's going on here?
So I think Diz Los is going to probably, because we got 4th and goal with the Bros, and then after the football season, that's going to most likely go off until the football season comes back. We'll go into that spot. So I'm thinking right after the Super Bowl, we did a couple of little snippets that you're putting together. So
have you are you guys gonna do one after the Super Bowl or no?
Probably not. Me and after Super Bowl, me and the 4th and Bro, we're gonna wrap up for after that, and then come back to regular season. So that'll be you and Los.
Okay, so that'll end that, and then you we'll roll right into
Diz and Los.
Okay,
and we're gonna be talking sports. We're gonna be talking a little bit of just fatherhood. Old friends that went to high school together. So just gonna be good times.
I could tell you about we could do a whole thing on fatherhood and
George, I got an idea, by the way. A couple of local restaurants have emailed me to do a little highlight of their restaurant to do a show.
Yeah.
You think that's a good idea?
Oh yeah, I'd love to do it. That's a good idea there. I bet they probably wouldn't want to do an advertising because it'd kind of be a little, but we definitely would do something like a highlight them and we want to highlight other local stuff too. It's not that. It's just, I think a lot of people don't like to be on video. A lot of them, and they don't just understand.
I got this weird cough, guys. Hold on.
You got something going on over there. But one of the things that I was going to say to Diz, Diz has more stomach issues than anybody that I know. You have more flat tires, Jay-Z, and he's got stomach issues. Anyway, but I lost my train of thought there. But I think we can do the highlighting of the people. I just don't want to make it an infomercial for them because I don't think that helps them. I don't think it benefits them. If they want to come in and talk about their business, how they got started, awesome. I'm all for that. I just don't want to make it an infomercial where they think we're trying to, if their food sucks, I don't want to be like, go to Joe's Bar and Grill and you go in there and there's a mouse on the floor. That wouldn't be good. No. Puts us in a situation. But either way, we're all open for options anyway. We would do anything. I have people local here that are going to do that. That want to do that. I'm trying to get Kim Nestle on. She just came back from cancer. She just got back. Also, I will say this too.
Yeah, how's she doing?
Doing good. And I will tell you this. I was just told this yesterday when I talked to the father, talked to her husband. Mm-hmm. Teddy Atlas got her a massive check, right? Mm-hmm. The check that we got, right? He gave her another check.
Wow.
And Teddy Atlas, and it is a sizable check. Wow. Teddy Atlas is an extremely, extremely generous person. And I just talked to Teddy 2 days ago. And we talked. And I didn't know that when I talked to him. I didn't know. And he didn't even bring it up to me. Wow. It is a sizable chunk that he got. Wow. So we are definitely going next year to the Theodore Atlas dinner. Mm-hmm. Whether we buy it or we're invited there or whatever, we're going. All three of us will be there with our significant others. And then we'll, after that we'll go to the
Thanksgiving
turkey giveaway. Yeah,
that's really fun.
No, we'll set it up. However we got to set it up, we'll do it. But that's happening there with my channel here. Well, let's go, Coach Diz and Jay-Z. You guys, once you guys set those channels up, will you guys be going live at any time?
Yeah, I think I know.
Do you think it's better to go live?
George, don't try to set me up.
No, I'm not. I'm not. My answer here.
Yeah, you weren't, but you were. It was a.
No. We're wrapping it up. I'm just saying. I think it's better for you guys to go live. But here's one thing that I will.
We'll go live.
And I'm going to tell you why you should go live. Why everyone should go live. You ready?
Ready.
I am working it out where we're going to be able to take phone calls live on the air.
Oh, that's cool.
They won't be in the chat, so you don't have to get a lunatic come on. You give it is going to be a phone number that goes directly in through Discord through the Roadcaster, and it goes out.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
So it almost be like WFAN. You always cut them off. You can always cut them off.
So who's in the back? Landon or Jack's gonna be?
No, I would be in the back. I would be in the back controlling that. If you guys, if I wasn't there, you just don't take phone calls or something.
Yeah, cool.
Jay-Z, you would be able to control that with the Roadcaster for yourself.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. It comes to something called Discord. So that I'm working on. I was trying to do it yesterday. It just didn't work. It just was a mess.
That's cool.
But you get your own phone number dedicated from Google, and it just comes on. It's pretty cool. I thought it was pretty awesome.
All right,
So either way, that's the new things that we're going to do. I want to make this more like I just want to be very interactive. The chat is very good. I like the chat. It's just that it takes too long.
Yeah.
I want someone to give us a question, sit there. Okay, what it is? And we could be interactive with them. You know what I mean? Like with Greg, if he's talking to a guy, if he's talking to Kyle Farnsworth in an interview and they're doing the whole thing back and forth, they're talking and Jay-Z's just sitting to the side. That's what I mean. They could talk back and forth and it'd be good. You know what I mean? All right, Jay-Z, go get your tires fixed. Diz, I will talk to you later on. Both of you guys. We're going to wrap this up right now, guys. Thanks for joining us in the chat here. We are the Zapata brothers. We are brothers from the same mother. That's a different one.
Josh
brothers
Allen, your only hope.
Yeah, that's it. Also, guys, don't be envious of what I've accomplished in my life. Be inspired by what you can do yours. Guys, we'll see you next week.
Thanks for watching the Zapata Brand Podcast. Please subscribe to the podcast and listen where all podcasts are available.